Hi, everyone, and welcome to Create in the Know. My name is Marianne Gonzalez-Sims, and I am the community coordinator for Create District 6. Create in the Know is a program that we started, about a year ago, and it's an opportunity for us to get to know artists in the area and also art supporters and people doing exciting things around the arts here in Sacramento. I think this is our fourth installment of Create in the Know, and I am honored and excited to be talking today with filmmaker Bex Francis. And I've been really fortunate to know Beck's sister Stephanie, and Stephanie introduced me to Bex, and Bex is doing some exciting things in the world of filmmaking and really getting the name of Sacramento and Sacramento filmmakers out to the bigger audience. Hello, Bex.
Hi, how's it going?
Good.
Thanks for having me.
Oh, of course. Thank you for taking the time to talk to us and share what you're doing. So you have this logo on your Zoom background, says Smashed. You want to tell us a little bit about what you've been up to?
Yes, so I've been creating and making this movie Smashed. It's a project with a nonprofit organization called Women in Media. And the process has been for about a year, actually. But I was fortunate enough to bring some Sacramento folks with me on this journey, and we created let's start over again. This is created by Dawn Spinella, this movie. It was written and directed, and she's a local person here in Sacramento. I was the lead producer on this project, and it's been fun. We got to be down in LA just last week, I guess. We were finishing up. We were just filming this movie. So
yeah, so you've been really busy with that, so I know taking the time to talk to us today is I really appreciate it. So just a little bit about Smash, the theme and how people are going to be able to watch it.
Yeah, definitely. So this is a story about a single mom who is a home television shopping host. And she's a single mother that's really kind of put her career first by trying to raise this kid. And she realizes that she missed a really important time. She was supposed to be with her daughter when she was getting into college and going on this college trip, and she totally forgot about it. Mm-hmm. And as she kind of breaks down on live television, it's comedy, she's realizing how much she missed out on, and with her coworkers are the ones that have really kind of helped raise her child. Mm-hmm. And it's a really great story. It's definitely funny, but it has real life moments to it that we can relate to.
Yeah, that a lot of us working moms and creatives can relate to. So how will we be able to, and when is there a time yet when it'll be released and we'll be able to view it?
Yeah, so definitely. So right now, it's in post-production, so it's with the editors. And so the first premiere will be down in Los Angeles on November 21st. And then we're gonna bring it up here. So I also work for Uptown Studios, and I'm gonna convince my boss to have a showing there. So everyone will be welcome to come and watch it. And then it's going to be in the festival circuit as well.
Okay. All right. I was just writing that information down. So if we'll be looking then probably for flyers and different things online that we can share with each other about, because it'll be sometime after November 21st then. Right.
You can follow us on Facebook too. We're on Facebook.
Okay.
If you go to Smashed, it's the movie, then you can.
Okay.
It'll pop right up.
Okay. All right. I'll check that out. So I've been curious, how is it that you got interested in filmmaking? What was the inspiration for you?
Yeah, it's funny because this particular film deals with television and it deals with film, and that's kind of my life. I started in television. I had an interest at a really young age in, I think, like middle school. And then right after I graduated high school, I did my internships and I worked for like PBS, Channel 6. I worked for Metro Cable, and I got in at, when I was about 19. So it's something that I've always loved to do. And then with film, it's just, I literally love film. I love watching the credits at the end of the movie to see all these positions and wondering what they were. So, and I like being able to tell stories, and I wanted to be able to have my own voice and give voice to women and people of color too, because that's who I am. So those are the reasons why I started.
And some of our CREATE supporters and followers can see one of the videos, one of your earlier productions that we featured in one of our CREATE online performance events last year, called Not My Hoodie. That is really powerful and so beautifully done. It was really great to be able to show that. So it's we have it on the CREATE YouTube channel with the production. Awesome. So people could access it there if they wanted to, or I'm sure they could access Not My Hoodie on your Facebook page.
Yeah, it's on Facebook as well.
Yeah. So so it really shows how arts, this sounds like Smashed and Not My Hoodie, how art influences the public debate, and also can help with some of the things going on in our world today, as far as educating and teaching and broadening people's horizons and how they view the world.
Yeah, I mean, definitely, because I mean, like, as a woman, I'm a single mom myself, so I can relate to the character in this film, how much that you put in, because you're trying to, it's a lot harder. It's a little bit harder for us as women to get ahead and to stay there. And then, when she's met with this choice, she's met with the choice either to move all this product or like kind of lose your job. And she kind of breaks down, and I think we've had moments where you have to decide sometimes where you want to be someplace for your kiddo, but you do have to still work, and
that choice between maybe going to the soccer game or working somewhere in your community, helping better the world, but also working because you got to pay the power bill that month.
There's always that. I mean, like with my children, I've always tried to taught them to give back to the community. We've always been a family of volunteerism, so that relates back to my parents. They were always active in service, and I think I was like a Girl Scout for like 15 years. So that's definitely a big part, but it's work-life balance is always a challenge,
Well, Smashed sounds like it's really going to be a story that a lot of us both working moms and working dads can really relate to. So I'm excited. I'll look forward to seeing it in November. So you have another project that you're working on in for Sacramento filmmakers. Do you want to share with us about that?
Oh, I'd love to. So myself, along with my co-director, Samantha K. Henderson, we are putting on a film festival called the Sac Film Challenge. And this is its second year. And it's happening September 24th through 26th. This year it is online again due to the COVID increase, but next year we hope to have it at a local theater. So.
That's great. You know, isn't it amazing how, I guess as part of the creative process is learning how to creatively shift when and do things a little bit different, but still create art in, you know, under these conditions that we're living in now. So congratulations for, you know, pursuing and going ahead and doing that, persevering.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, there's a lot of people are still creating, even though there's been COVID times. Like, so we have a category actually for quarantine shorts. And last year we got local people from Sacramento, but we also got people as far as like Italy and Australia submitting. And that category was actually like really good. And to think that, you know, there was one person that it was just herself and she did all these different characters and she made her quarantine short. So we still have that again this year as one of the categories. But yeah, it's really exciting. We're gonna have lots of great films.
That's great. And I will be also promoting that on our social media for you. So please keep us up to date on what's going on and we'll help you get the word out about that. So, and thanks for doing that for Sacramento artists. So I always like to ask people that have, you know, artists that have actually broken through that barrier and are doing exciting, really things that a lot of people think, oh, I wish I could do that. So, and especially young people, because obviously someone mentored you. You said you got an interest in starting in junior high. So what advice and steps would you recommend for people that are interested in pursuing a creative and creatively expressing themselves through filmmaking?
Yeah, I mean, I have a couple of things. So I definitely recommend kind of getting an internship. And yeah, the mentorship is always valuable, especially even for like the young people that are just kind of breaking in, because people always want to help. But even if you're a little older, you can still get in. If you want to start in film, the best place is always kind of starting as a PA and just like really learning how everything works and, you know, just volunteering your time. So it's a lifestyle. There's so much creative energy and everybody on a film impacts the way that it turns out. And so even the PA is as important as the director, you know, like even the person that's doing grip or the gaffer is super important. So I think like starting off as a PA, you can kind of look at these different positions and kind of see what you want to go to and then just do it. And nowadays it's so easy. You can take your phone, right? I guess you can't really see my phone right here, but you could take your phone and you can make your movie. I mean, you on the iPhone, I think you can record in like 4K. So that's great quality.
Yeah, the technology really should not be a barrier for people. So does the Uptown Studios take on interns and
Yeah,
people that are interested in learning more about filmmaking?
we have all different kinds of interns. Like right now, I think we have an intern for our design team and in marketing for our interns. But I'm sure if someone was really interested, that talk with Tina and she would probably let them follow. Our big guy there his name is Ryan. And he kind of is the main guy for the video department, and but it's really fun. I guess I'm more of the streamer person too. So I do a lot of streams. I do my boss's live stream, which is something that kind of happened during pandemic time. So I'm kind of like the streaming guru for people.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. Anything else that you want to share coming up or that I might have missed with CREATE supporters and listeners and watchers?
I'm trying to think.
Well,
Probably something.
if there is anything that you think of later and you want me to definitely promote it, we would love to help you do that. And I'm so appreciative of, once again, of being able to connect with you and have this conversation about what's coming up. I was just so inspired and so moved by Not My Hoodie. And I just know that what you're going to be doing next is going to be equally as great. And the Spanish.
I totally didn't even go into that. I mean, because the fact that like some of us from Sacramento got to go to Hollywood and film. This is like, we got to film on a real set. So this set was the one, our stage was the one that like Dancing with the Stars is filmed on. And the Last Survivor episode, we were at TV City. So that's MBS. Mm-hmm. They own all these studios, and that's where like the Marvel films are, and like, you know, Mandalorians filmed on their sets. So the collateral of lights and stuff that we had was just like, we couldn't afford to do that. I mean, we had help in this grant and the sponsorship to help create this film. But I mean, it was such a great experience working with, we worked with, our crew was really diverse. It was 80% women, first of all. The crew was 80% women. And then we had people that were men, non-binary. We had such a loving set. And on our little name tags, we put our pronouns so that we could address people appropriately. And it was such a loving, wonderful experience. And I got that a lot, that was one of the best sets that people had worked on, just because how accepting and different. Like most people have never been able to work on a set like with 60 people, and you know, 80% of them, those people are women identifying.
That's great. And that excites you and carries energy. That energy carries over when you come back home, and that excitement and the knowledge that you gain too there, I'm sure, you know, things you already knew a lot, but then you go in every project you work on, you hopefully learn a little bit more. So
yeah, it was definitely something to take with me, and I'm just so honored to be a part of it. And you know, the friendships and the opportunities, and I'm looking for more projects to produce too.
Well, we can't wait. We'll keep following you. Thanks again, Bex. I really appreciate it. And I want to let people know that CREATE, we're going to be doing a CREATE on the go on September 8th. I'll be teaching people how to make art from scraps of paper, all that stuff you throw away, recycled art. And so I hope people will watch. And once again, I really appreciate it, and can't wait to see what you're going to do next, Bex.
Thank you so much. Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah, it was a pleasure. See you soon.
Thank you.